Hello everyone, it's Julie from Camellia Crafts Designs. Welcome to my craft room. I'm not actually in my craft room, I'm out on landing as we call it, or in the hallway upstairs, because that is my craft room. The opening that you can see is the doorway. On the left you can see the door, and I've started here because hopefully that will give you some idea of the scale of my craft room. Yeah? It's literally less than 6 foot by 6 foot square. It's something like 5'11" by 5'9". It's 5'9" wide. That desk that you can see is 1 metre wide. So yeah, what's 1 metre? That's like, it's over, it's like, what's 3 yards? I don't understand it. What's 1 metre now? A yard is 3 feet, isn't it? And I think 1 metre is about 3.5 feet. So yeah. That's the gap I've got. And can you see why I use my granny grabber a lot when I drop stuff? Because I'm not a slim woman. I'm quite a large lady. And I'm sorry if I'm making you feel sick. You can see the granny grabber there. There's my coffee that I've not drunk. I did try this in electric lighting because I know I get such a glare off the window. You can see, yeah, you can see my sewing machine. You can see all my journals and books that I use for planning and things. My ATG guns that pop up. That was just a little shelf full of my pigs. Yeah, I don't know if I need to focus again. So yeah, there you go. I've made use of the space. It goes from floor to ceiling. If you notice, everything is labelled, because if I don't label everything, I forget what's there. Yeah, so I've got desk ephemera. That stuff that really needs putting away in its proper place, but it just got cleared off my desk and put in there. Printed digis, tools. Yeah, you can see I've got 3 drawers full of my punches there. Yeah, let's go further up. I've got lots of ribbon and stuff like that there. A lot of that is left over from before I had my girls, who are now 14. I did have a business selling supplies on eBay, and obviously that got wound up when I was a single mum looking after twins. So yeah, some snippet strips there that I've made. I'll just pan down onto the floor, ignore the state of my carpet. The carpet's been down 11 years. This was my youngest daughter's bedroom before I nicked it as a craft room. And if I tell you, my daughter is 5'10" and the room is 5'9" wide, she ended up having to share. Thankfully, the other 2 bedrooms in this house are both doubles, so my girls share a room. And they've got those high sleeper beds with desks underneath. So yeah, I've got more there. There's my fan for when it gets too hot. I am stood right up to the door now, and I can't like zoom out anymore. I'm sorry if this one's going a bit too fast, but I know it's very bright passing the window. There's my ring light and my camera where I set up. On this wall I've got 2 Billy bookcases from IKEA. It's the widest one they do, and then the half width one, and they come right up to my door where it opens. I've then put another shelf there above the door. So these angles are strange because I just can't, there's not enough room. The room's not big enough to stand back to show it you. So yeah, sorry about if this is a nausea-inducing video. And here we have, I'll go down past my window, and that's where you see me making my YouTube videos. Yeah, I've got my laptop out at the minute. That can't stay out permanently because there isn't room. This area does look a bit of a mess, but it's not. It's organised chaos. Yeah, I've got a small desk there that happened to be the same height as this one, so I put it there and put the bookshelf on top. So I've got all my charms and things. I've got my inks over to the right. I've got my sewing machine butted up to that bookcase, and then in front of it are my tubs of things that I use all the time. I've got like bits and bobs in top, bits of paper, scraps from kits I've used recently. I've got one of those plastic fridge trays with embellishments. If we go down, you can see I've got those plastic drawers to the right. That's where I keep my glue, my tape, the stamps I use frequently, and the bottom's just for bits and bobs. You can see a little square, what is actually, it was a bedside table, and it's the perfect size for 12 by 12, so I put 12 by 12 papers on that. Then on top of that I've got things stacked that I use to pack my orders. I store my die cutter under the desk. I never have that radiator switched on, even in winter. It doesn't need it. I get heat from the rest of the house and the lights. Yeah, when I'm reaching for my choppers, they're kept there in a basket. Yeah, my dies I use, my craft iron. It really is. It's such a small space that everything has a place and everything needs to be kept in its place, or yeah, it just gets overwhelming. So I do tidy often. I like to watch Tina at Shabby do her Tidy Fridays, and I tidy along with her. I watch lives and tidy along with those. So yeah, you can see that's the granny grabber and my paper trimmers that I use, and there's some folded cereal boxes there that I use for back-ins. So that's it. It's underwhelming, really. Yeah, it is. If you're expecting acres of space with loads of stuff, you've now got a small space with actually enough stuff to fit in a room twice its size. I would love to get all these out of the room to somewhere else and put another desk there, so I could be working on more than one project at a time without tidying up. But there just isn't the space. We live in a very modern house, but it's a very compact house. Yeah, I mean, people, you people in the US, this would be a cupboard for you. It's smaller than, it's just a cupboard, isn't it? And if you're in UK, I've lived in terraced houses in UK that have more room than this 3-bed house. I'm not complaining, I'm so lucky to have it. I rent it. But space-wise, it wasn't until after we moved in that I realised, actually, there's not a lot of space. Good job it's only me and my 2 girls. Because, yeah, I'm quite tall and I'm quite wide. And then I've got girls who are like going on for 6 foot. So yeah, we literally could not fit a bed in this room long enough for my daughter. So she had to go and share. She had this room till she was 12, and I'm talking by 12 she was 5'8", 9, and needed a bigger room. So there you have it. I do apologise if I've made you feel sick. If you've seen anything you want to have a closer look at, just leave me a comment and I'll get it out and show you. So that's my craft room. Thank you very much for joining me. If you're still here and you're not, yeah, somewhere throwing up. So thank you very much. Bye.